As the new national curriculum has been introduced to primary schools, changes have been made particularly to information and communication technologies, ICT, which has been replaced with computing. This shift from ICT to computing can be a discouraging prospect for teachers who may view the idea of teaching computing to be rather complex. Although computing may seem like a challenge to teach, it can be taught creatively using different strategies. It could be argued that by engaging one of the 4 R's from Guy Claxton's book Building Learning Power, Reciprocity, both the teacher and pupils can collaboratively share the learning, which relates to Teaching Standard 5, where teachers should promote a love of learning and children's intellectual curiosity. This can involve a two-way process of dialogue and exploration during lessons, which could form a path of curiosity and creativity. Teachers who can share the learning in computing can distinctly teach themselves but also teach pupils, thus formatting a creative education. And as Picasso states, every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist when you grow up. This shows that computing can be taught creatively once teachers start thinking about learning as a continual real-life thing, and not just something that requires books and teachers and grades. They find there is no shortage of things they might talk about. The education system has led to a deficiency of creativity due to the hierarchy of subjects present amongst primary schools. Although one could refute this by saying that maths and English can be taught creatively, the pressure of performativity can influence how creative these lessons can be, especially in upper key stage 2. As children move away from EYFS learning stage and their routines of playfulness, they then instantly become narrowed into focusing on particular subjects in a hierarchy of importance. The focus on maths and English is beneficial, and this education system relies itself on performativity, where it is the tightening control over the curriculum and pedagogy to meet externally imposed targets. However, this hierarchy of subject importance and performativity can have an impact on teachers' ability to teach creatively. This hierarchy was implemented during the start of industrialization, where employers were looking for people who were achieving in maths and English. If the hierarchy gave an equal importance to the creative arts, including computing, would this see a change in children's creative flair? This leads me to ask, how can teachers teach computing creatively in balance with pressures of performativity? It is important to understand what digital technology refers to and how it relates to teaching creatively. Digital technology can be defined as a form of electronic media where data are stored in digital as opposed to analog form. There are various ways to enable teachers to use digital technology effectively to support collaborative thinking and to enable such thinking to move in new and unpredictable directions, and computing is at the forefront of leading a creative journey for both the teacher and children. Using computer-based simulations and learning games can open up a world of creative liberation for children when associated across the curriculum, as they provide meaningful context but also offer the opportunities for play and exploration. It is equally important for teachers to be involved in this process so that they know when to encourage risk taken and when to refrain from interfering by observation. In my experience during block school placement, children were looking at animation and used a website called abcyar.com to create their own form of animation. This is an animation I created using the resource. In each scene, I repositioned the fish and then pressed play to show the animation. There are lots of other different software programs that can boost children's creativity, such as Google SketchUp, which is an effective tool allowing children to design various creations. I had the experience of using Google SketchUp for designing a habitat in design and technology. This application allowed me to design my habitat in any way I desired, but also gave me an image to work with when building my habitat. It was also a project which allowed me to be original and was motivating as it gave me a vision for what I wanted to create. Being able to empower children to produce ideas that are original and valuable is a worthwhile skill, and children can use them as they grow into adults. It is through teaching creatively that will allow children to become inquirers and therefore better learners. The self-development of a teacher through the practice of teaching creatively can be strengthened as their ability to nurture the social element in the classroom will expand. Teachers should allow for children to explore digital technologies, and the role the teacher should take is knowing when to interfere to creatively enhance the learning that is taking place.
And that's all, folks.